Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome to Tea with Honey. It's your girl Honey Da Vinci, and I'm back with another video. Oh my gosh. So today I'm going to be doing another segment of the review, and I will be covering Baddies West episode 3. So this episode was an explosive episode. I love this episode. You know, these last 2 episodes I've been complaining about production and how they've been building the story, and I was so unhappy with it the last 2 episodes, but this episode was 100% great. Like, I love this episode. I love how they built it up. I love how they didn't just like make the fights like at the beginning or at the end and just drag it out. So let's get into this episode. Right off the bat, in the beginning, all we see is Lo and Chrisean going at it, and oh my gosh, Chrisean literally put 3 knots on the side of this girl's head. Like, I would have been furious. Like, I would have been so livid. Like, literally doot 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 doot. Like, how many lumps would you like with your drink, ma'am?
Have a nice cup of tea with me. Here we are. There's nothing as sociable as a nice cup of tea. I always say. How many lumps do you want?
Oh, 3 or 4.
Oh dear, I gave you 1 too many. Well, we can fix that. There. And here...
Rock, stop! Rock, stop! Rock!
So I saw that coming.
Stop. Get that bitch, my nigga. Don't hold me back. Get that bitch,
No,
bro.
guys.
Who's wasting time? Who? No, my turn.
Oh,
Did you
my
forget?
God.
This is my show. What's up?
Oh.
Watch who are you talking to? You ain't wasting no time.
How many lumps? Like, it brought me back to like Looney Tunes, like literally. And Lo is so pretty, so I know like she probably was so mad when she looked in the mirror and saw them big ass lumps. Like, oh my gosh, like literally. And so initially, you know, they get it in, they get it shaken, they keep moving. Then Lo, she's not done yet. So, you know, Rock is like, you know, going off like, take my jewelry off, take my jewelry off. And I was looking at Sky High because, you know, she's there to be Chrisean's support system. So I'm looking at her like, all right, what you gonna do? Because your girl just got in a fight. So I'm trying to see if she's gonna jump in. Is she just going to like be the support or what? And I like how she handled it. She was there taking her girl's jewelry off, keeping her girl right, but she didn't jump in because she know Chrisean can handle her own. So next thing you know, Lo runs down again, and Chrisean's like, yo, back up, shorty, like, I'm not with that. Next thing you know, they start fighting, and when I tell you, like, they was really getting and shaking, like,
Shit with me.
Yeah, but that
Why
wasn't
the fuck
it,
you
though.
That's the fuck
It,
up.
though.
Why the fuck?
Okay, that's it, man. Okay, I can. Grab her. I got it.
Let's drag her. Let's drag her. I'm about to drag her. Hold, grandma. I'm about to drag her. I'm about to drag her. Bro, let me go. It's running your mouth, so I got running your mouth. Because who's worried about the next bitch? Not me.
literally wrote it down. Like, they was getting and shaking, like, literally, like, just tearing Lo up. And then when they found out that that was Lo's real hair, woo, 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 like, because we see the girls getting their wigs snatched off left and right all the time, but when she pulled that chunk of her hair out, I really thought it was weave. I didn't know that was Lo's real hair literally getting pulled at the root. Like, girl, you got 3 lumps on your head on national television and your real hair pulled out at the root. Like, and you lost the fight. You did not win that. You did not win that. Like, you took that. So it was just like a lose-lose. You got your ass beat once when you was caught off guard. Then you ran down and got your ass beat. Like, that's fucked up. But I thought it was really funny because Natalie literally, like I said last episode, she literally instigated this whole situation. she literally put the battery in Chrisean's bag. Honestly, I feel like if Natalie wasn't instigating so much, that maybe Chrisean would have taken the critiques or the complaints that Lo was having differently if she wasn't already hyped up. Like, oh, this is about to be something. There's people mad at me, so let me make an example out of her. But now that Lo done got her ass beat, dragged, hair ripped out at the root, knotted the fuck up. Now Natalie's like, hey, this is my girl here. This is my girl. Let's protect my girl. Like, girl, you the reason your girl is all fucked up. You the reason. Now you want to protect her? Stop it. But I love that. You know, Natalie, like I said, Natalie is there to plant the seeds. So go ahead, Natalie. Do your thing. I'm not mad at it, EP. Let them know. Then Chrisean so amped up because she just got into a fight. This girl is literally walking around with her titties out, just breaking shit all around the house.
My jacket, put it on. I got boobs are out. Your boobs are out. My jacket, put it on. I got boobs are out.
She don't care that it's a house full of men, security, cameras, literally just like, psh, 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 psh. And I'm just like, yo, Chrisean, put a shirt on, girl. What are you doing? But I don't know if she saw Lo, you know, with her titties all out and she wanted to one-up Lo, because we know it's all about the cameras for Chrisean. Because literally Chrisean said, we playing chess, not checkers. So seeing her with her titties all out, it's like maybe she saw Lo with her titties out and was like, bitch, you ain't getting that moment either. I'm gonna have my titties out. I don't know, but I was just like, Chrisean, please. It was like an uncomfortable amount of time that she was really with her titties all out. Like, it was uncomfortable how long it was. Like with Lo, you know, they was fighting, her tits came out and she covered right back up. With Chrisean, it was like, do 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 do. Like, how long is this girl's titties gonna be out? Someone please put this girl's titties away. And so thankfully Natalie is like, oh, she pulled out a blanket. She's like, cover up, like, put your titties away, girl. Put a shirt on, like, girl. And Chrisean's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, no, girl, you need to. You need to, cause you won the fight and you going outside. Like, and thankfully they blurred it out, because we saw Chrisean's titties last season. This season they blurred it out, so they gave her a little bit of grace. But last season we saw Chrisean's titties and we saw Chrisean's titties. So I like that Natalie did cover up Chrisean, because it shows that even though Natalie is a money hungry, get it by any means type of lady, she at least has some decency to be like, wait, hold on, cover up, you know. So she at least has some type of morals to her. So I was feeling that. So after that we get to see Razor, you know, be a little bit more personable, because she's really just been quiet and reserved and in the cut. But you know, after seeing Lo get her ass beat, Razor starts pumping her up like, you gotta get your lick back.
In my opinion, you gotta get your lick back.
No, bitch, I'm definitely getting my lick
How
back.
you looking right now, friend? I go check on Lo because she my girl, so I fuck with her. So I said, you gotta get your lick back. She didn't get a chance to really, you know.
Get like, like what? She just like, you gotta get your lick back. You know what I'm saying? Like, she started talking like a nigga. Like, you gotta get your lick back, Lo. Like, come on, like, you gotta get her, you know what I mean? And she's pumping Lo up. And honestly, I feel like at this point, Lo really don't even want no smoke with Chrisean like that, because even though she did, you know, she tied her hair up or whatever, and she came back downstairs. And we do know that Lo is a fighter. Like I said, she was fighting on her season of Bad Girls Club. But at the end of the day, I feel like Lo was calmed down at that time. And so a lot of times, once you calm down, some people, they need to be angry. They need to be energetic in order to fight. Like, once they calm down, it's like they don't really have the energy to just pick right up like how Chrisean can. Like, Chrisean could just pop off at the drop of a dime. She don't need a reason. But some people, they need a reason. They need to really be amped up. And then, yeah, having 3 knots on your head would be a reason. But I feel like she had time to calm down because they kept them separated for so long. She came downstairs. She saw Chrisean. Chrisean kind of didn't really look like she really wanted to fight again, because as soon as she was coming downstairs, Chrisean like dipped off a little bit. I don't think Chrisean was scared. I think Chrisean was like, look, bitch, I done fucked you up 2 times. I'm not trying to let you get a W. You took 2 L's. I'm not trying to let you redeem yourself. So let me just skirt off and you could just deal with those 2 L's that you just took. Then we get to Rollie, Biggie, and Stunna. Now, we know from last episode, well, the first 2 episodes, it's just been this ongoing beef between these 3. Rollie and Biggie against Stunna. Because, you know, we already know what happened. I'm not going to go down that whole long list of what happened. Stunna's still in the room popping shit. The security guards have got it all blocked off. And Rollie is the only one that's really adamant. Like, I'm going to beat your ass, girl. Come out the room. Let's get it popping.
I promise you, they better lock you in a room and have security by your door 24/7, bitch. If I can't wait to get up
She got snatched up.
I'm finna suck your shit. Just wait on it, bitch. You think you thought, boy, bitch, you ain't even safe a little bit, bitch.
Let her go.
Come out, bitch. Come out.
And Stunna, she's talking shit, antagonizing Rollie, because at the end of the day, yeah, you want to fight me, but yeah, I already got I already did my big one. I already walked it out on your forehead, mama. So catch me if you can. Just like with Chrisean after beating Lo up. It was like, girl, I already got my W. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. I already got it. So she's just antagonizing Rollie, throwing liquor on her again, talking mad shit. And Rollie's like, girl, let me in there. Because usually they will let them fight. But I honestly believe that production waited on purpose for Tommiee to get there. Woo! I'm sorry, I'm so excited because this is such a good episode. Oh my gosh, it's such a good episode. So I believe production intentionally waited for Tommiee to get there, because literally Rollie is begging them, please let me get to this girl. Please, it don't gotta be no one else. One-on-one, let's get it shaken. They not having it. They blocking it. Right? And you know, Biggie, she talking her shit, you know, in her accent, being all funny and shit. Next thing you know, Tommiee! Yo, Tommiee literally come in the house and it's all chaos. She checking on Chrisean, because Chrisean's standing by the door and she's like angry. So she walks in, she hugs Biggie, and she's like, what happened? Like right off the bat. And Chrisean's like, you know, all this fucking shit's for TV, like, you know, whatever. And she's like, what, somebody tried you? And then next, you know, she's like, what's going on? Because you can hear Rollie screaming in the back. So then that's when Chrisean's trying to explain to her what happened, but it's like Tommiee don't even care about that no more, because there's too much stuff going on in the other room. So she's just walking to go see what's going on. She get there and it's Rollie going off. So she's asking her like, yo, what's up? Soon as Rollie said Stunna's name, mind you, Tommiee got something to drink. She's drinking it, right? Soon as Rollie says, I'm about to fuck this bitch up. Stunna Girl, come to let me teach you how to stunt. Literally, you see Tommiee like, she drink her shit up. She's like, all right, there, here this bitch go. Let's get it shaken.
All night, bitch. What's wrong? What happened? I must have beat this bitch up. Come on, Stunna Girl. I'ma show you how to stunt, bitch.
It's fucking Rollie, and she already got her shit all. I'm like, okay, Rollie is about that shit. And she gonna hit, bitch. I'm like, who is it? Damn, it's the bitch who I got a problem with.
And when I tell you, like, I was living for it. I can't front. I was living for it because I was excited, because we all know, like, when Stunna Girl and Tommiee got into their shit, I respected Tommiee, and I should have said this on the first video, but I didn't. I respected Tommiee for taking it so well, and I even wrote it down. I just forgot to say it, but I respected Tommiee for taking it so well. Like, Tommiee took it so well. She was chilling. You could tell that Tommiee fights all the time, because a lot of these girls, they don't fight all the time. Just like with Chrisean, when she get in a fight, she don't do a whole lot of screaming. I mean, she was wilding out in the kitchen or whatever, because I guess she was mad or whatever. But for the most part, when it's like interaction, Tommiee wasn't doing all that yelling shit. She wiped that blood up off her leg. She chilled and she was like, all right, you got that. It is what it is. I mean, she was mad at the security guards for holding her, but for the most part, she handled that shit well. Tommiee handled it well. So you could tell Tommiee fight all the time. Like, I'm not about to be out here screaming and yelling because I got into a fight. She caught me, I'm gonna catch her. Soon as Tommiee get here, now the security guards want to let them fight. Now all of a sudden the security guards want to let them fight, which I was like, yes, bitch. So she like, I'm not gonna jump her. You know, Chrisean comes in and was like, yo, what's up, Stunna Girl? Like, you trying to fight? Like, what's up? She want to fight you. And so that's now Stunna want to fight. I feel like because she didn't want to look pussy to Chrisean. You know what I mean? I don't think Stunna Girl is pussy, because if she was pussy, she wouldn't have been popping off like that. But I don't think that she really wanted to just keep on fighting. Like, she already got her little licks. Like, she didn't need to prove nothing else. You know what I mean? Anything else could go either good or bad for her image. So, sure enough, they let Rollie in there. And when I tell you I was disappointed in Rollie, like, what was that, Rollie? Like, real shit. Like, we know Rollie is a fighter, but last season we watched J-Lo beat the dog shit out of Rollie. Play the clip.
Yo, why you just talking about this bitch? What I say? What?
Literally, Jayla's skinny ass dragged Rollie last season. So I was anticipating what was going to happen. When I tell you, literally, it was just like a moment of just hold it here, head down, boom, 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 boom.
Bitch, you can stretch all you want to.
Let's go. I'm just tired of her motherfucking talking, so I say let the bull in. Let the motherfucking cow in. Wave her in like I'm ready to fight.
Okay, that's it. Okay, pull him apart. Come on.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Good?
It wasn't
Yeah, we
good.
good.
All right, fam.
Yeah, bitch.
Asquerosa, coño.
I did what the fuck I had to do. I beat on this little bitch head like a drum.
And it was like, this girl little as hell. Like, Rollie, you gotta be at least 400 or 500 pounds. Like, you should have just like did some big bitch shit. Like, you know, you should have just picked her ass up, throw her ass out the fucking window. Like, fuck that. You too big to be going one up with a bitch that's not even half your size. Like, what are you doing? Why is she still standing? Then after that, soon as they move Rollie out the way, Tommiee just coming that shit like da 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 da, like ba 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 ba, get her, like, yo, like, what, like, yes, yes, Tommiee, let's go.
Let's go.
Come on.
Rollie do her thing. Bitch, I'm next. I have to address this. Bitch, you about to get that ass beat.
Yup. Get it, Tommiee. Get it, Tommiee.
I didn't even have time to catch my breath.
So Tommiee just came in there so calm though, so calm. Like, Rollie was screaming for 5 hours just to do that little ass bit of shit. Tommiee ain't say nothing. Like, she just came in with the dang, bop, 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 huh, huh, huh. Like, just like getting her, tagging her, bang, bang, bang. Like, when I tell you, I was fucking living. Like, look, I could have jumped through the TV. Like, I could have just jumped through the TV. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, and I knew it. I said that shit. I said, you gonna sneak Tommiee, that's cool, but make sure you have the hands for what comes next, Because all that sneaking shit is cool when a bitch can't fight for real. But when you sneak a bitch that could fight for real and you have to see them again, good luck. Good luck. Unfortunately, while Tommiee is tagging her ass, Rollie, she couldn't hold herself back because she was still mad. She jumped in the fight. And now it was a situation of them jumping Stunna unintentionally because Tommiee wasn't trying to jump Stunna. Tommiee waited her turn, and as soon as they moved Rollie out the way, she got hers. Now, Rollie did some bitch shit by jumping in. But like I said, when you sneak someone, you can't then say, oh, y'all jumped me. Nah. When you sneak someone, they caught off guard just like you caught off guard when someone else jumps in. So once you sneak somebody, you open the door for anything to happen to you. So don't scream, they jumped me. Because you was sneaking everybody. Tommiee back was turned to you. You threw a drink on her and then attacked her. Rollie sitting down in her seat. You throw a drink in her face and attack her. Like, nah. Now whatever happens to you is valid. It's valid. Period. After the melee, right? You know, they talking shit to Stunna Girl because she just got her ass beat. And it's like, ha ha ha, bitch. You did all that just to get your ass beat. Rollie ends up cutting her ass on the same table, almost cutting. Well, I believe she said she cut an artery because they all in there rumbling. It's these big ass security guards, big ass Rollie, and these girls is all scrapping. So I guess like one of the glass tables broke, and I guess Rollie probably fell on it and cut her ass cheek. So she gets rushed to the hospital and has to get stitches in her ass cheek.
Come here, Rollie. I got your back, bitch. Come here. What is it that's bleeding so much? Your leg? Her leg. Turn around. Me and Rollie's in the other fucking room. And bro, her fucking cut is fucking huge and it's just gushing everywhere.
Now, you know, the scene goes on to, I guess, the next day or whatever. Lo and Razor are talking about what happened the day before. And I like that they're starting to form like a friendship about what happened. And Lo is basically just like accepting things for what it is. Because she wasn't expecting Chrisean Rock to beat her ass when she was talking to Chrisean, like she had like not beef but like unpleasant energy, as if like I don't know what Lo thought was going to happen when she was addressing Chrisean, but every single person in the house but Lo knew what was going to happen. And then granted, let's say if you really didn't know Chrisean was going to get mad and beat your ass. When Chrisean sat up in her seat, cocked her head to the side, looked at you with the stank look, what did you think was going to happen then? A conversation with a person who don't really know how to talk but knows how to throw hands? Like, I don't know what she thought was going to happen, but apparently she did not expect Chrisean to beat her ass. Even though Chrisean is known for beating people's ass who address her about anything. She beat her man ass. She beat Persuasion's ass. You addressing Chrisean, you going to likely get your ass kicked. Unless you can beat her ass. After that, it's a scene where it's Cat and Rollie sitting outside and they chit-chatting. And I just want to address this too, now that we're on the topic of Cat. Cat did all that. Oh, ain't no jumping. Ain't no jumping. Nobody's doing all that jump. You want to be the bodyguard for Stunna Girl so bad, Cat. All this protection over Stunna Girl just for Stunna Girl to still get jumped. Where were you? Where the fuck did you go? Soon as the girls come in the room, I'm trying to figure out where you at. Because if you a part of the Zeus security, you sure did a poor job because her ass still got jumped. With you on the time clock. You was clocked in and shit still didn't go right. Fire her, Stunna Girl. Because your security guard failed miserably because your ass got that ass stomped, mopped, all that. Then next you know, Biggie pulls up with the ganja. So, you know, the girls are talking. Biggie pulls up with a blunt. And they chit-chat. And then Biggie's like, look, I'm cool off fucking up Stunna Girl because she already got her ass beat twice, so it is what it is. There's no need for me to get involved. I'm gonna be chilling. Like, it is what it is. I'm cool off that. So that's when I liked the interaction between the girls, because it felt genuine. Like, that's some real shit you will see in real life. You will see two girls chit chat and then like a bitch like Biggie pull up with weed. Like, that's real life shit you see everywhere. So I like that. And so they was talking, and you know, you can tell Biggie and Rollie have a genuine connection. They have a genuine friendship. And even though I feel like it is based off of the dislike of Stunna Girl, I feel like it is genuine, because I think that Rollie does get a key off of Biggie, because she kind of funny. She do have some good moments. Her jokes sometimes are good when she's not talking so long. After this, it cuts to a scene where Lo attempted to run down on Chrisean when the cameras were off and catch her slipping. Like I said, when you sneak someone, you open the door for anything to happen to you. You can't get mad if somebody tried to sneak you. I'm upset we didn't get to see what happened, because did she connect? Did she get her lick back? Did she get her ass beat again? I don't know. All I know is Chrisean was very calm about it. Like, incredibly calm.
Yes, I felt very ambushed. I felt attacked, because I'm like, damn, we ain't even got to know each other. We said, hey, at the photo shoot, that's it. It's like, what you here for then? That's all I'm trying to say. Like, what's up? Like, what's the issue?
And so I feel like Chrisean was just doing like she did in other shows, where she would just wait for her moment. Like, go ahead and talk your shit. The first opportunity I get to beat your ass, I'm beating your ass. So that was the vibe I got from Chrisean. Lo talks too fucking much. Like, yo, oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, girl, cause I don't even know why if we're gonna fight, but if we're gonna fight, then we can fight. Shut the fuck up. Like, oh my gosh. Like, even Chrisean, like, Chrisean had lost her voice, so that's really why she wasn't talking that much, even though I feel like she wouldn't have been talking much if she did have a voice. But even Chrisean was like, yo, she talking too fucking much. Like, yes, I was feeling the exact same way at the exact same time. Like, it's like we're connected. And and like, even with me and Chrisean, when Chrisean said, like, yo, I'm not worried about the next bitch. Like, literally, Lo, you did that to yourself, worrying about the next bitch. You had no reason to worry about Chrisean. And so this is when Sky High really had a voice, and she really stepped in and she was talking for Chrisean, because Chrisean lost her voice and couldn't talk for herself. And that's her best friend. And, you know, as best friends, we protect our friends, and sometimes we might have to speak for our best friends. So I wasn't mad at it. And even, like, Sky High and Lo, they kind of had a little bit of back and forth. They had a little bit of tension. And honestly, like, if you look at Sky High, she looked built. Like, just like how Chrisean has an athletic body, you will look at Sky High and you can tell that she has an athletic body as well. Like, she work out. You could tell, like, her arms is fit, her legs is fit. Even her face is very, like, muscular. Like toned. Like, her face is very toned. Her edges are very sharp. Like, you could tell this girl works out. And, like, even her, she looking at Lo like she wanted to beat her ass. Like, she was just waiting for the moment herself. And, you know, Lo's like, why are you speaking for her? She was like, because she's not trying to talk. So, like, what's up? Like, we can squash this or we cannot squash this, but we need to figure out what we about to do here. And so basically Lo just talked too fucking long about a whole bunch of nothing, and it wasn't really even getting resolved. It was just pointless. She had her hair tied up and all that and didn't bust a grape. I mean, I don't know if she connected, again, because it was off cameras, but it's like, girl, you should have waited until the cameras came. Ain't no way a bitch gonna beat my ass on camera 2 times and I'm gonna fight you when the camera's not off. No. I'm doing you in while them cameras is on, and we're gonna make it very clear that public embarrassment gonna go both ways here. I'm gonna be embarrassed and you gonna be embarrassed. It ain't gonna be no mystery of did Lo connect. We don't know, so we'll just say no. We'll just say no. As soon as that happens, Natalie comes in while they're having a conversation and says, listen, y'all, it seemed like very much managerial, like a manager. Like, she came in like a manager and was like, no fighting, we're not gonna have any more fighting, and we can't do this every day, and all these things. And as soon as Natalie said that, Chrisean started laughing. Like, how you gonna say no more fighting? Like, let's be fucking for real. It's the baddies house. Like, let's be real. It's gonna be fighting within the next 5 minutes. Like, we already know that's happening, literally. So all the girls are sitting down. They got Stunna Girl in the room with Biggie and Rollie and all the girls. And Rollie feels like she beat Stunna Girl's ass, and so she's fine with squashing everything. Like, I beat your ass. I got my hits. I'm happy now. We good. Long as I was able to punch you on top of your head, we good. Even though I don't genuinely feel like Biggie really did anything besides, you know, yeah, she did hit her on top of her head, but it was it did not look like it hurt. Like, I swear, as big as Rollie is, them shits look like it literally looked like she was hitting like this. Like, it wasn't no, like, power, like when Tommiee was getting it, was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like that at all. So, I don't know. But as long as Rollie's cool with it, you know, she's content. She feels like she got her one. And then we can go with that. We can go with that. I'm not mad at that. And so they talked it out. And Stunna Girl basically let them know, like, she basically stood on her shit. Like, at the end of the day, y'all should have minded y'all business. And y'all should have stayed out the way. Rollie, I didn't really have no smoke for you. And I let you know if you felt some type of way about it, we could take it any way you wanted to take it. Biggie was on some shit like, girl, all I was doing was answering the question that was presented to me, and then you got mad because you didn't like my criticism, and now you want to tell me to shut the fuck up. You start that shit. I didn't start that shit. They asked me what I felt about Tommiee, and when I gave my honest opinion, you felt some type of way about it. So it really was no cleanup, no, you know, conclusion, no positivity. It literally was like, alright, I don't fuck with you bitches, and these bitches don't fuck with me. It is what it is. We're just gonna keep it moving. They ended up still having to take a separate bus. Like, Tommiee had to take a separate bus, Stunna had to take a separate bus, and then Rollie and Biggie got on the bus with the rest of the girls to go to Vegas. So there literally was no conclusion. They literally sat down, it was nothing. But Chrisean and Lo, they sat down and they talked, and I felt like it was more of a positive situation because Chrisean was more open to hearing Lo, because Lo was more open to, not open, because Lo was more calm when she was describing what was going on. So I feel like Chrisean was more accepting of her critiques once she realized, like, all right, this girl's talking to me like she got some sense, and she's not talking to me like a mother, so I can hear her now. Because some people are like that. Like, some people, if you talk to them too aggressive or you talk to them with a tone, they will totally shut down. But if you talk to them like a child, because we know Chrisean considers herself a baby, so I guess you gotta talk to her like a kid, and like with soft kid gloves. And that's in order for her to hear you and for her to reciprocate what you are saying to her. Then Biggie starts crying. Like, girl, what? Yo, I was so lost when Biggie started crying.
Just let me put my hands on it, bro. That's not fair, nigga. That's not fair, bro.
Hear me out, baby.
I swear to God, nigga. Oh, my mom, nigga. I don't get disrespected by bitches, nigga. Bitches love me, bro. Bitches that make real money, pretty bitches, real life fuck with me, bro. She's a weirdo, nigga. I'm a mom, nigga.
It made absolutely no sense when Biggie started crying. Like, literally. It's like, what? She just started crying like, let me get her. Just let me fuck her up. Like, why do we have to pretend like everything is okay? Like, I'm not with that shit. Fuck her. I want to fuck her up. Like, girl, you had ample opportunity to fuck her up. They literally were letting everyone get their one with Stunna Girl. They would have let Rollie get her one. They let Tommiee get her one. And they would have let you get your one too. But you wanted to let everyone else get their one. And you were content because 2 people beat her ass. Now you want to fight her. That don't even make sense. That does not make sense. But what I will say is, I like the advice that Chrisean gave to Biggie, even though they didn't show much of it. I like how she was like not talking shit about Biggie for crying, because we know Chrisean cries all the time. So when Biggie started crying, Chrisean like was consoling her, and I thought that was nice. And she was like, you know, look, like she could barely talk because she still ain't got a voice. And she's like, look, we playing checks, not checkers. And Biggie's like, I love the advice that she gave to me. But yeah, that was the episode. I love the episode. I ain't gonna front. I love this episode. I love the build up, and I love that we know it's gonna be drama next episode because we saw the previews. But I love that they didn't just wait till the end. Like, you know what I mean? Like after the situation with Lo and Chrisean, I'm glad they didn't just have a whole bunch of talking and then at the end have the fight with Tommiee and, you know, Stunna Girl, because that's what they was doing on the last episode, and that shit was pissing me off. So great work, Zeus. Way to fix the shit. Love you guys. About to watch The Last of Us. I probably will do a video. I keep saying I am, but this shit's getting so good that I might actually like just have to do one big ass episode, like one big ass video doing all the episodes that I haven't covered, and then just consistently do like one episode every week, because damn, that shit getting good. But I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Hugs. Bye.